minutes from the warehouse, and we are doing a very big property today. It's a 2-truck property. We've spoken about lots of logistics behind making a 2-truck property work, but often when we do a 2-truck property, it is a graduation job, and that is what we are here today doing. We've had Millie with us now for quite some time, and she is well and truly ready to do her graduation job. What we are looking at in this property is 4 living areas in 4 bedrooms and 2 outdoor spaces. So we have a really great size media room as well as a study downstairs. All of our bedrooms are up. We have some very difficult to work with layouts. So there's going to be some playing around from Millie, as you'll see when we're going through doing the strategizing. We've gone for something very light and contemporary. Drawing on what you see behind us, that kitchen pendant. She's on another level, that one, but we're going to make it work. Can't wait to show you the result. We are, well, I'd say 2/3 of the way through. The truck's gone now. That first part with everybody here, it's why it's so integral for our lead stylist to really understand the intricacies of that role, to know how efficient they need to be, how well-versed they need to be at being able to manage the time of everybody else who's on site, how awesome they need to be at delegating certain tasks, but being able to communicate that delegation very effectively, that's the key to making sure that an install like this with this many people on site runs smoothly. When I got on site, I ran through everything with Millie. Now, we don't normally do that. That's only because I'm here because it's a graduation job. Normally when they get on site and if they've got question marks, they give me a call. If it's a very big question mark, I'll make an effort, I'll come out. If it's a semi-little question mark, we run through some strategies, I run through options, I know what's on that truck, they might not know what's coming off, those sorts of things, and we try and problem solve. At this property, we have, like I said, 4 living areas. We've got upstairs, which is actually quite a good size, but we've got a very tight stairwell. We have a media room. It has the length in the room, but doesn't necessarily have the width. We have a very central formal living, and then we've got a combined dining living. Ideally, in a dining space, we would be able to, with this many bedrooms, get enough space for 6 or 8 bottoms-on seats. Now, a 6-seater dining table in that room didn't fit very well. Blocked off the entire thoroughfare to outside. We have a beautiful pool, a gorgeous rock wall. We need to make sure that there's ample thoroughfare to get out there. So that's one of the strategies that Millie had to have a look at and have a think about. It didn't work with a 6-seater. We needed a round dining table. So we switched out the 6, had a round dining table, very conveniently had one on the truck. So it's something that was a very easy switch out. Master bedroom, grand big home. We have a king bed up there, but the positioning of the room means that there's doors either side of where the bed will be. Ideally with symmetry, you will see we always start with bedside tables and lamps. That's something that we're foregone in this one because otherwise they're in front of doors. That makes no sense, and we've got to make sense of the floor plan. Now, when I said a very central living space, again, we don't want to walk into a TV and we don't want to walk into the back of a sofa. So that one immediately puts this space into a formal living, allowing us to close off the doors to the media room. The biggest change Millie had to make on site, the very tight stairwell, something that we hadn't flagged. The sofa originally going up there, we made a quick switch, sofa's now down, a slimline sofa's gone up. Luckily we had one on site, but it's not something that we wouldn't be able to troubleshoot if we needed to get one here. You see lots of cogs that come in, which is why a graduation project is what it is. All right guys, so we're sitting in the office 2 weeks after Millie's done her graduation project. Her and I touched base 1 week after her installation. She'd done her critical review, I'd done mine, and we sat down and had a really good chat about how everything went. Millie's ticked all the boxes and she graduates very, very successfully. We're going to give her a balloon tomorrow. But having that reflection is really, really important in giving her the ability to be able to move forward. We set the tone, set expectations moving forward. We have a very strict guide as to how the first year at Foxy works. But moving on after that, when you take away the modules and the things they're working towards, it's really important that we continue to have objectives and KPIs to help drive the team and make them feel like they're collectively contributing to something. So they're the conversations that we'll have with Millie going forward. Millie excelled tremendously in her first 6 months here at Foxy. So she's having her graduation job with 150 installations under her belt. Now that is huge. Normally we sit at around 100 jobs to get when we get to our graduation, and that's generally sitting at year 1. I think that's a really great thing to reflect on as far as our team goes. They're a very driven, enthusiastic bunch of people, but they really want to knuckle down and get it done. Millie's very, very proud of the work she does, and they're the people we want to surround ourselves with. Having the celebration, as well as the pay rise that comes with being signed off as being a graduated stylist here at Foxy, and then moving forward, and management is definitely in Millie's future, so can't wait.